Hey, I'm going to introduce myself again, Pat McMahon. I'm not taking any chances, but I'm here to introduce you to an Americano. Well, I'm introducing actually a production called Americano, and it happens to be about a gentleman that is sitting immediately here on the studio set, still probably just a bit in wonder, the fact that this huge musical now in New York was written about you, Tony Valdovinos.
That's correct, yeah.
Well, you wrote in the program Harold Hill from Music Man and Henry Higgins from My Fair Lady, and so many of those people about whom a show was written. And there you are sitting in the audience watching a show written about you. The first time you saw it, well, you remember what your reaction was?
Yeah, I was in the very back, and I was bawling my eyes out, so I was trying to stay out of sight.
Okay, but Tony, the story is absolutely remarkable, mostly because it all really happened, and then they added actors and music and dancing.
That's correct.
And it became this show that looks like it's never going to have an ending. Briefly tell the audience, if they haven't seen Americano at Phoenix Theater when it first ran, what it's about.
Americano is a story that is based off of my life experience growing up in Phoenix, Arizona. I was born in Mexico, and at 17 I wanted to join the Marine Corps. I was affected significantly by 9/11 when I was young in 6th grade. It affected my mom, but I just remember the day heavily. And I decided throughout my high school time that I wanted to join, that I wanted to become a U.S. Marine. And at the moment that the time came, my family it discovered or disclosed to me that I was not a U.S. citizen, and so I was immediately denied from the Marine Corps to join. And a couple years later, I decided to start volunteering politically, and I met a young Marine who was running for office. And a couple years later, I became his field director for a congressional race, and we successfully elected.
And you were really a dreamer in so many ways. But to find out in the Marine recruiting office that you were not eligible to join because your parents hadn't told you. Max Gonzalez, you're here in a different capacity with your organization, as well known as it is in the Valley, that is Chicanos por la Causa. How is that organization associated with Broadway musicals?
Yeah, isn't that something? This little nonprofit from Arizona. We decided to invest in this because, one, first of all, we're just a member of this community, right? We like to invest in something that's significant from Arizona. This is the first time that something that was created, produced in Arizona is going to be this close to the big stage in New York City. And so that's part of the reason. But the other reason, of course, is what the subject matter is. It's about a dreamer. It's about somebody who, by any other measure, is American and is trying to just get through in life and achieve the American dream. And then the story is just a part of what we're trying to do with empowering people and making sure that they have the opportunity to contribute to the society.
Some folks may have just moved here, as everybody does, and they may not actually recognize the name of the organization, Chicanos por la Causa. So if you could briefly tell everybody what it is that you do when you're not involved with plays.
That's true. Well, we have 5 major impact areas, Pat, and first off is in education. So we run charter schools. We provide college scholarships. Second area is economic development. In this area, we do small business lending, technical assistance for businesses. We invest in some businesses. Third area is our social services. In our social services, it's everything from prenatal care to senior care and everything in between. And the fourth area is our real estate or our low-income housing area, where we try to provide housing and stabilize families to make sure they have a safe place to live. And the last area is the area where CPLC actually got started, and that's in advocacy. We make sure we advocate for the community so that they get the services and the treatment they deserve, much like for Dreamers in this case.
One of the most respected organizations in the Valley, Arizona, or the Western United States. Chicanos por la causa. And the respect that's come to you now as the focus of what could be a Broadway musical, now off-Broadway, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Invite some of the folks who have families in New York or who may be going to New York, how it is that they can see Americano there.
Tickets are currently on sale. I believe it's going to start in April, and people can go online and purchase them. It's going to be in New York, and just we're very excited for anybody who wants to come out and enjoy the show.
Tony Valdovinos, it's always exciting to talk to any Arizonan that gets national or international attention. But have you thought about the fact that the musical may not be the end of it? There could be a movie?
I have thought about that. I have had friends that have done remarkable things that people have noted in movies, and if that is to come for ours, I would be very grateful. But right now, the message is out there, and we're going to be in New York this next month, and so we're very excited for how people receive it.
Well, I only hope that now that you've already conquered the New York stage, that when you're a movie star, you'll still welcome us into your life.
Absolutely.
And accept our invitation to come down.
Absolutely.
And visit the Daily Mix. We're proud of you. And you too.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you both.
Appreciate it.
This is Pat McMahon, appreciating your presence here as I've introduced you to a couple of Arizonans that you might not have known.